I wasn't.
Yeah, we're on. Thanks for everybody for coming. Thanks for working through the summer.
I was trying to shut my thing off.
Sure you were.
I was trying to turn it on.
All right.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Session, that's the alarm.
We have the manifest. Yeah, okay. You do it if you want, 'cause I'll do it after. Minutes, we need to approve the minutes of June 11th for public and non-public and June 29th for public and non-public.
Just a point of order.
Yeah.
July 29th.
Did I say what I say?
June.
Oh, I said June. July
It's a
29th.
team sport tonight. We're
It
good.
is, thank you. I gotta get back in the swing of things. I need a motion to, do we want to do this as a group? Does anybody want to pull anything out? Are we good as a group? If we make a motion to accept them?
Yeah, I'm fine with the group.
All right, it's gonna be you and Kayla tonight. Kendra,
So we're
who wants
gonna
to
be making
do the motion?
I'll make.
Go ahead.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
discussion? Does anybody have anything?
Trying to get to that tab, but I don't recall.
I
having
just,
anything.
I made a note about the July 29th meetings that we should separate the public and non-public minutes.
That was on me because I took them.
Yeah, they're all together, but if we just separate them out for the records.
Perfect.
That's all I had.
Sorry, Maria, I let you down.
I tried my best.
And thank you very much for David and Anna for taking the notes.
And it's so good at
That
it.
meeting. It was very good. They were very good notes. All right, so are we ready for the question?
Yep.
All those approve, all those say aye? I can't
In
remember.
favor?
And all those in favor, thank you. It is getting back in the rhythm.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved. Okay, we'll get there. Citizens' comments. Mr. Carrier, do you have anything?
I have one minute.
Is there anybody online? Can't see. Okay. Introduction of student member wasn't invited tonight by mistake. My fault for not mentioning it. So we'll see him at the next month's meeting, but Jamison Stebbins is the student school board member. Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mike's on. It was a pretty robust report, I think, from
It was a
everybody.
long one.
Yeah, being the first meeting back, we've had quite a few things going on and things going on. So just as you know, because you believe you are the recipients of our new Final Forms platform with our online registration.
Mhm.
A couple bugs in the initial rollout, as
Yeah.
any new platform is going to have, but Maria and the team just tackled them and working with Final Forms. My understanding is that the customer service has been pretty good and very responsive. So they've been able to fix bugs right away so that they don't replicate and things can get done. So,
Yeah.
but thank you for letting us know
Mhm.
that there was something not right with it. That's what prompted us to reach out and they fixed it.
Good.
I did mine last night and I had not one bug.
Perfect.
Good. So
I
it got
was able
fixed.
to do them. I did the sports for Sophia in the high school, and then I ran down to Grace's and that in the elementary, and it was so nice because it was all of Sophia's information was in Grace's. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. I just
I
had
mean,
to
it was quick.
adjust the dad piece for Grace, obviously, but that was like so easy. So I was like, oh my gosh, that was
That's
great. It was great.
That's awesome. So yeah, we'll continue to roll forward with it. It's going to help us tremendously. Obviously with the back to school event, it's going to make it much easier for people to get their bracelets, to be able to fly on through. And so we'll have people coming through. Some folks who may struggle with the online part because either don't have connectivity or they don't have a device. I know you can do it on your phone, but I think it's probably hard to do it on your phone.
I was
I don't
doing it
know.
on my
I've seen
phone.
No, I did it on my
It
phone.
was pretty
Really?
easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
saw there were issues, so I haven't even looked at it
Yeah,
yet
I
because
was gonna
everyone
do the
was
meal
posting.
one,
No,
the
Okay.
meal
they're
part of
all
it
worked
tonight.
out. I
It
mean,
is
I'm
perfect. So
in
now I'll do it.
Grace's, Sophia's was frustrating for like 3 seconds. And then Grace's, I literally did hers in no time. And the only part that was annoying is like if I missed like the questions where it was like, you had to either do yes or no, and it's a line, and if I messed up and I didn't get a no, you had to go back on your phone and type in your signature again, and that's the only person, really make sure you don't miss a toggle, because then you have to
Answer all the
like,
questions.
yeah, but it was honestly, I thought like, this is so much better than paper,
Mm.
and I think the kinks, to me, by the time I got to it, all worked out.
Oh, good. So now
Nothing,
I'll do
no, and even like the uploading the sports form.
Yeah.
So easy.
Nice.
it.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, wonderful.
Mhm.
Well,
Yay.
I thank Maria, Justin, the team that worked on it, certainly administrative assistants. I know they had another meeting today. They've worked very hard on that for quite some time. So anything we can do to make it more efficient and easy, that's the name of the game. And so,
Clayton's was
and then
not
on Monday
much
night, I
better.
know Justin will have his tech team over there as well with laptops set up or desktops that are in there.
Mhm.
And we'll assist parents with finishing off the information and helping them work their way through. So our goal is to have a higher rate of online student registration forms on time for school
Mhm.
with less labor on our side as well as less cost. I mean, when you
Mhm.
think about the postage that we were paying and
Right.
the amount of labor time to stuff and
Yeah,
ship.
enter all
And
that
paper
stuff
and all that
in
other
too.
stuff.
6 envelopes to 6 kids in the same
Mhm.
family, or, you know, just those kinds of things. So this is great.
Mhm.
So we're excited about it. The hot topic, obviously, there are 4 specific policies that came out. The one that they recommended the School Boards Association to have us deal with first and pass is the school ban on cell phones.
Mhm.
And so I've listed in my report, not just some of the explanation of the policy, but the recommendation under 189 1A5, which requires us to ban the use of cell phones or any personal communication device from bell to bell. So that bell to bell means 7:50 to 2:45 at the middle high school, and the opening bell to the closing bell. And I just can't remember what they are, Molly, at the elementary school.
Our times,
Yes.
so instructional time, 8:35 to 3:20.
Perfect. Yeah. So it doesn't say students can't bring their phone.
Right.
But it may be wise for students who drive vehicles, leave their phones in their cars, or for elementary students, perhaps their phones are at home, or there's the protocol for how the 2 schools are going to manage that is up to the schools. It's up to the 2 principals and how they're going to manage and communicate that. The board's responsibility is for the development and enactment of the policy,
Mhm.
which is, of course, now it's bound by law. Before it was recommended, now it's bound by law. And so the board's required to have a policy that bans cell phone use bell to bell. We're achieving that with policy JICJ, unauthorized communication devices. I included the link in there.
Mhm.
This was not developed in time for us to have our policy committee meeting.
Right.
And we didn't want to wait until our next policy committee meeting. And therefore, we felt that the board as a whole should have it in advance, review it. We did the similar thing in Winchester. We wanted it in place prior to school starting. We've already been communicating with families. Families read the news, but for those who haven't, our principals have also sent information home regarding this policy. And so I do have the policy here. I hope you found an opportunity to read it. There was one question, a good question we had in Winchester that most likely someone's going to have in mind here is what about the smartwatches?
Yep. That was gonna
And
be my
so
first
what we
one.
want to do is we're going to start collecting smartwatches. What we want to make sure is that students understand that use of a personal communication device, such as a smartwatch, is going to require us to collect your smartwatch, if that's the protocol that Ms. Roth is going to put in place. At the K-8 school, the first offense is, yes, you give us the watch and you get it at the end of the day. We call home. The second one is we get the watch and you don't get it back. Your mom or dad have to come and you can't come back to school with it.
Yep.
So they go real hard and fast on that.
Mhm.
It's a K-8, a little different than the high school.
That's actually how the policy reads. The
Mhm.
policy lists what the
Policy recommends. Yes, and so the policy as is being presented to the board should include that it will subscribe to the student code of conduct of the Hinsdale School District. It shouldn't list the exact consequences in there.
And for your knowledge, it didn't change anything at the elementary school because it already.
Already was, yeah.
I cannot see it, don't want to see it, if they don't want to hear it. And we only had one issue all of last year.
How elementary school
Where it
kids
came out.
having these.
I am aware of which students had it in their backpack,
Mhm.
but they were kind of funny about it. They didn't tell me. And they're like, but it's because I'm going to grandma's house. Because I need it, you know.
Sure.
So we had one issue and it got picked up. So that was it. But
Yeah.
nothing changed in how we do it.
Yeah. Gonna be a lot different in this.
So,
Mhm.
But just
So
so you
Anna,
know.
I had sent to you the draft of the school
Yep.
board policy as it had been written, and when I rewrote it for us and Winchester, consequences for violations of this policy will be pursuant to the respective Hinsdale schools student code of conduct.
Yep.
And so for both your student handbooks in here that outline the student code of conduct, it should outline whatever the consequences are.
Did you remove the additionally part? I'm just looking at the draft that you sent us.
Right, so you should have my update that includes the link to the policy.
We
And
don't
it-
see your board report in the
Yeah, board-
packet.
Yeah, your board.
Oh,
report.
because I don't like you guys knowing what
I
I'm
know.
telling you.
It was separate.
I'm
It came
I was
separately.
still like, it's on the pages, so we're-
It's 200 and something and we're both like.
I was too.
It did come separately.
It
So
did.
it did. So very quickly, under consequences and
Somebody
violations.
check her email.
It's students are not permitted to use any electronic device to record audio or video media or take pictures of any student or staff member without their permission. The distribution of any unauthorized media may result in disciplinary action. School reserves the right to monitor, inspect, copy, and review a student's personal electronic device subject to the limitations of RSA 18970. If there's a reasonable suspicion to believe that a student has violated board policies, regulations, school rules, or has engaged in other misconduct while using their personal electronic device. Consequences for violations of this policy will be pursuant to the respective Hinsdale schools student code of conduct, period. Then it moves on to E review.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
yes, so it just points right to your code of conduct.
Yep.
That's it.
And ours already said you can't bring anything from outside. So-
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that, I would ask if the board has any questions on this policy, we'll pause my report, we can answer those, and then ultimately move to action on improving the policy.
How are we gonna prevent them from going into the bathroom and using their cell phone?
Realistically, we can't, because we're not in the bathrooms with them. We set the expectation that they're not bringing them into the bathroom because there's a reasonable expectation of privacy in the bathroom, which means that you shouldn't be having your phone in there. Because you might be taking pictures, et cetera, whatever. Some teachers will collect their phones at the start of class. That was already happening in some classrooms here. But yeah, I mean, realistically, we can't prevent all the things. We can set our expectations and we can respond when we don't meet them. And I think we already have an idea of like, these are the times or places that they're gonna try to use them, like the bathroom, like passing time. So those are the times where we're gonna have to focus our attention to mitigating that.
We do have a carve out for if it's a required accommodation. Like students with diabetes that have the
Monitors.
monitoring through a
Yeah, or
phone.
like communication.
That carve outs in there.
Yeah, I read that.
And so are we saying they can have an Apple Watch on them? They just can't be using it as a phone, like monitor things, but you can't, if you're looking at it, then you're obviously using it as a phone.
Correct, so as a phone or a texting device.
Right.
Right, so if students are using it, then they're in violation of the policy,
Yeah.
which means they're subject to the code of conduct.
Okay.
Whatever it is that the school's outlined, so it qualifies as a personal electronic device. The thing I'd like to hesitate doing is collecting all electronic devices from
Right.
students that aren't distributed by us. because-
Mhm.
It's a lot.
Right, now the policy says we're not liable for anything lost or stolen if we do collect it, because you
Mhm.
shouldn't have it, shouldn't have been using it in the
Right.
first place. But I think we get to a threshold where we're pulling watches and stuff off for students and then we start losing.
Right.
I mean, we all know they're expensive devices. We don't want to put people in that situation.
feel like it's just gonna be an argument, especially with the watches, when they're like, I wasn't texting anybody.
Can we say it should be
And the-
on do not disturb or something?
It
So
should
then
be
you're
in
not getting
Put it on airplane mode.
notifications? Yeah,
They can put it in theater mode.
right.
They can turn off their notifications. There's a lot of things that we can ask them to do. But I think that's similar to the, like, how are we gonna prevent them using
Right.
it in the bathroom?
How much for the, like, what do you they give you at a concert? They
A
give you
yonder pouch.
Yeah, what is it called?
Yonder pouch, YONDR.
A yonder.
Pioneer
pouch.
Valley's using it.
Yeah.
A lot of
Wait,
stuff.
a school uses it?
Yeah,
Pioneer
Yeah.
Valley.
I
there's
do.
been a
When
lot
I
of
did that in,
kickback.
SEL grant in the last district, we earmarked $10,000 for them, and our school
Never
is
mind.
half, a third of the size of.
Yeah, they're
the middle.
They're
expensive.
expensive. And kids
Moving
figure out
on.
how to break them. They put burner phones in them.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so-
so.
There's
Yeah,
always
like,
kids are
ways
so
around everything.
creative.
Yeah, with the watches,
Or
it
just
will,
Agentic.
the
Right.
piece.
Right.
it will,
Yeah,
you know,
it's gonna be an issue.
create an opportunity for argument and power struggle for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Because kids will say, I was just checking the time, I
Right.
was just checking my heart rate.
Oh, yeah, $30 a
What have you.
pouch
Yeah.
is the average,
Um,
sometimes more.
So I think in the beginning, it's gonna be a lot of reminding students of our expectations. Starting the year off being very clear. I already put it in my newsletter. I heard it went all around Snapchat.
I wasn't gonna tell my kids, so that's unfortunate.
My kid already
I was
knows.
just gonna let, like, the first day
We're
of
gonna
school,
let
like,
me tell them.
kind of, yeah.
Wow.
She could be
I
the bad
know,
girl,
I
bad,
didn't want to
bad
deal
cop.
with all the, oh, no. Even though that's always been the rule.
It'll be fine.
I love the beginning of school.
I love it.
We have a scapegoat, we could point.
I know, it is the
conquer.
law, it's really
Yeah.
not our
It was
fault.
Really not our
they-
fault.
I think it was Chicopee that did it first, and they did like a study afterwards and talked to the kids after like a year, and they all reported liking that it hit on
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
So like after a time, there's like the follow-ups with kids have been
Mhm.
positive thing, it just takes a while.
Yeah, I read that.
They have
too.
to get through that, and it is
Initial
addictive,
stage.
so it is going to feel very uncomfortable for, especially after summertime.
Mhm.
You know, they've all, I'm sure screen time is up for most, so it's, the first couple weeks are gonna, growing pains.
Mhm. They'll get there.
Mhm.
So we need a motion to accept
Yes,
this,
please. Policy
Policy J, thank you.
JICJ.
I'll make that motion.
second.
I guess I have to second it.
There's no other option, Caleb. Any more discussion on it? Or questions? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So moved.
The three other, thank you. The three other hot burner items will come to you in September. And that's policy AB, which is the parental bill of rights, which is eye popping. BEDG, which is meeting minutes and changing how meeting minutes are recorded and shared. And then EHAG, use of generative artificial intelligence, or A1 is our education.
Yeah, right, yes.
First to call it. We were able to get out to the big city with a bunch of people from here and Winchester to go to Title IX training. We went to Manchester back in on July 31st. And really, as it says here, obviously we want to stay up to speed on what it means to be an investigator or a decision maker or the Title IX coordinator, understand the rules around the investigation process. These are the same rules from 2020 that then got changed by the Biden administration in 2024, that got changed back by the Trump administration in 2025. So a lot of us were already knowledgeable of it, but some were, and we all could always use the refresher.
Mhm.
The other piece is we always want to protect the districts from any liability.
Mhm.
So we always want to be training, we want to be in the know, we have to post any of our training materials on our website under a Title IX section, which we have.
Mhm.
And so we just like to, you know, stay in compliance, and we want the board to know that we are all set in that area. CPI, or nonviolent crisis intervention instructor training. Sam Killelly and I participated in that for 3 hours. It was a lot of fun participating in that with Sam.
I bet.
It was a 25-hour course, and we learned a lot about, obviously, nonverbal de-escalation techniques with students, how to disengage when students grab or hold you, but also how to safely restrain students for the safety of them, others, and yourself. So we'll be working on a CPI schedule so that all staff members will have verbal de-escalation technique training. Many will get the disengagement and some will get the restraint training. And so that again is another layer of protection against liability claims for any injuries caused by students who are out of control or just unable to de-escalate, or if you put them in an unsafe restraint. Okay. If we're tired, it's because we just got back from senior leadership retreat. We went up to Plymouth on Sunday. It was an extension of our Sunnyside work using the grant funding from that program. We spent 2.5 days, or 2 days, total of 2 days, working together on building our team, continuing to develop our collaborative approach to leadership on campus, having some good conversations about what learner or student agency is and what it is not, and then really digging into the strategic planning process, which we today finished, and we needed more time, and so we started a meeting today to wrap up that work. It's not ready for prime time yet. We're now at the stage where each of us has all 4 documents with strategies. We're going to look for redundancies. It's going to become one doc, and we'll have it to be able to send out in a couple of weeks. I asked for 2 weeks time, and so we'll be able to try and get that out to the board prior to this next meeting. That may mean us calling another SLT meeting. Originally, I think we had talked about the second one of September, and I think that falls after the board meeting, doesn't it?
Yeah, we just went, oh, that really changed.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Yeah, so no, we're not gonna have it for you by the board meeting.
Okay.
That's fine.
Because
No,
we
but-
both were like,
No, I just remember we said, oh, no, we're gonna do the second SLT meeting. But as soon as that's ready, we will get it to the board. It's almost there. And then we'll have Sean graphically design it.
Yay, sweet.
But I think you'll be pleased with, and I'll send some drafts to you so you can see the work that we've done. Working on the school board handbook, some of the other activities that have been going on help kind of pushed it aside a little bit. I talked with April a little bit about what is in there and some of the work that we're doing, and so it won't take very long for me to finish that off for a draft. That will absolutely be here by the time September.
Okay.
And so we need final approvals on that and start rolling that out in plenty of time for the work we want to do over the course of the next year. Okay. I think I've shared office renovations and spaces with you. And that's working out quite nicely. Things seem to fit really well. I think it was a brilliant idea to have some of the technology staff spend some time over in the elementary school and some office space to be accessible and visible. Try and create that visibility in both schools. Really working hard to eliminate that feeling that it's 2 different places. But we want to be one school district, and so by spreading some of that love and spreading the work around, I think it's going to at least be a step forward. So still lots to do. Back to school Monday nights, district convocation on the 25th. Schools on the 28th, Thursday.
Yeah.
Schools open. So
It's coming up quick.
I know it is.
it's funny because some things get conflated between this district and Manchester, so there's a double the trouble.
When do they go back?
27.
The day before.
We have retreat next Tuesday. We start PD, we teach orientation.
I wanted to say I liked the whole meet the staff posts you did over in Winchester. I like that.
I give all of that credit to Megan, the principal.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was nice.
Yeah, she really wanted to do something different this year, so go for it.
Yeah. It was nice to see them in like relaxed pictures, like, you know, not so like school pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, now you know what my wife looks like.
right, yes. It's
Oh,
very
your
pretty.
wife is working over there?
No, she's in
No,
the picture.
she's in the picture with him.
Oh, cute.
Yep.
Yeah, she makes it nice.
She makes him look good. Well, thank you, Dr. Ryan. Is there any questions for Dr. Ryan?
That was a lot of information.
Yes, it was. Business administrators report, Mrs. Schwartz.
Well, to follow up on Dr. Ryan's everybody did have pretty good sized reports except for me.
I know, yours was short and
So I
sweet.
just
know,
blow
not
it up
too
here on
bad.
my screen to make it bigger.
So it fills the whole page.
That really worked.
It's double spaced.
She put the font to 14.
Essentially, we're closing down 24, 25 books. I had to be honest, I have not in the last week and a half been able to touch any of that. Obviously, I have to get state reports in by September 1st, so I'll be pulling a weekend or two between now and the end because it's just my everyday stuff. So this is like finding time in addition to. So that's kind of why it's pretty short. Operating budgets, with the exception of the elementary school, are all out into the hands of the administration. Justin has his all done, by the way.
Overachieving.
No, and I'm gonna get those out. I'll look at it and I can see him in working on it. So, and the reason the elementary school is behind is, Gretchen Higgins, our accountant, is going to be working with Molly on that. I'm starting to train Gretchen in how to do budget development, so she's gonna work with Molly on that. So it's sitting down with her, going through, we've kind of gone through things, so she'll be reaching out to Molly and they're gonna develop that budget together, because it's good to have someone besides me that understands at least the creation of it and where it goes from there. And Gretchen's an important piece of the business office, so. And then again, just financial, the DOE 25, the MS 25, the MS 24, and all those added documents that the state keeps adding to every year will all be in hopefully by the 1st of September. Yes, September. I would ask that you're probably going to see an email from me before, like right towards the end of the month, saying, can you guys come sign? It's just signing that cover page, and obviously I'll send you the documents so you know what's on it. Just want to give you a heads up on that. Later tonight, I am going to ask under new business. I did want to bring up the lease because we talked about that at the last meeting for the lighting project. I did get the information on that. And hopefully when Nate gives his report, he does have some news regarding the lighting project. And then I also have, what is it? The bids for fuel. So I have to give a lot of thanks to Catherine Lynch at the town. We've reached out and she went out and got the bids, includes us with it. And I believe the select board passed that Monday night. And so I did let her know we would be bringing it up tonight. So I do have those from other business as well.
Do we have enough budgeted?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
Yes. Don't tell Wayne.
Okay. I know, he just kept chopping it, and when you said that, I was like, oh no.
Don't tell him. So I will have that later.
Okay.
Perfect.
Any questions for Jane?
No, it's all to the point.
Yes. Director of Academics and Career Readiness, Mrs. Thompson.
Madam Chair, you have my report. I would like to just showcase that this is what our portrait visual looks like.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
So good.
Yeah, I like that.
We changed just a little bit,
Mhm.
put a different horse. That was the only change we made to it. We won't print on gray t-shirts again because you really can't see it that well, but that is what the final visual will be like. And as I wrote my report, you'll see this all over town very soon. We'll have yard signs for businesses to put up.
Oh, good.
We're looking at hopefully being able to put up signs along between the two schools on posts like this, like the graduate
Mm.
banners up that has that on it. So when you enter, you'll see that as you come in. We'll have a lot of bling, if you will, that the grant is helping support to kick it off for us. So we'll be doing a lot. We'll be doing a big kickoff on our district day with the staff, and then really starting to embed it in our classrooms. And also, I also wrote my report, the October 3rd alumni career fair. I need your help, and I need anybody that's willing to come and set up that has a career in this area would be great. But also for you guys who know the people better than I, to tap people on this. We have probably about 11 people have reached out so far, saying they're interested. So we're sending them information. But if anybody would like to tap people on the shoulder to say, you should go and do that, that would be helpful to me.
And what time what time is the shindig? And what time? do
It's
people-
9 to 12, so in the morning, so it'll be open to 6 through 12th grade. We will cycle our kids through, it'll be just like a career fair. What I've said in the letter to people is, if you are recruiting, like some people are coming because they want, GS Precision was people that worked here, went to school here,
Mhm.
would like to come to recruit kids. So they'll have a table that will have applications and stuff. Other
cool.
people will just come
Like
to
a
share what their career is. We just, and for me, that's what's most important. I really feel like what we want is our kids to be exposed to anything that
Mhm.
graduates from Hinsdale have done. And I say it doesn't have to be something that you had to go to college for.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, on the contrary, the
Right.
more of that, the
Mhm.
better. So they can just set up a table, and I have a letter. If they just email me, I'll send out all that information to them. And the email address, Justin was gracious enough to set up with our own email for career fair. So we'll be responding to that. And we'd like to pack the gym with as many alumni as we can. I did have a couple of people who say, I'm not an alumni, but I've lived in Hinsdale for a long time and I'd
Mhm.
love to come
Mhm.
share. I'm not gonna say no,
Right.
right? So that's a community connection, right? So
Mhm.
let's let them come. So anybody that you can reach out to and that like, I'd love to get people from the town, anything like that here. So I guess I'm saying help.
Is it possible to get a list so we don't ask the people that are already
Sure,
coming?
absolutely. I'll send you the list so far. And also, someone had given me a list of potential people to reach out to,
Mhm.
that I can reach out to some, but you guys might know them. So I'll
Mhm.
email that list to you
Mhm.
guys, so you can see, maybe you can reach out to them and add to it.
Do
Perfect.
you have an electrician yet?
We do know.
Because I have one who went through the Brattleboro program and is
Beautiful.
now Cooper Sherlin.
Oh,
I'll make him come.
absolutely. So he should.
And he'll be great with the kids.
Okay. And if they're asking about what does the day, that lots of questions about what do I have to do
Yeah.
that day?
Yep.
Just come and bring, I said, any sort of stuff you can give to the kids is great if you
Mhm.
want to.
Yeah.
But we'll prep the kids also in advisory with what questions to ask. I think we'll play a little game like a passport. The more places they go, the stamps they get, and the prizes and things like that. So
Mhm.
Nice.
Is it possible to do an announcement at the all reunion on Saturday?
Mm,
That's a
that would be a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe like
Um,
print out a flyer and a
yeah.
flyer could be up there.
There's an all-class reunion for
Saturday.
Hinsdale graduates on
so who
on
do I get
Saturday.
that to? Who do I get something? to?
And-
Andy.
Yeah.
So if I send her the information.
Yeah.
That she can maybe share out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
And I could probably come too. We're heading to the White Mountains that day, but not leaving till like noon, so I have the day off.
That would be
day,
great.
So,
Thank you.
You go between the Elvis and Chris, maybe.
yeah. I know
Wayne could go
Parker has,
too.
Parker has he should have the day off as well, so he could, and he's working for Cushing and Sons now, so he
Okay.
could,
Perfect. That would be great.
yeah, he could probably come too.
I'll be fine.
Yeah,
You didn't go to Swansea on Monday, did
Mm-mm.
he probably did. That was your house?
you? No water.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
All right,
Thank
that's
you.
pretty cool.
Mhm.
So I had a question about the Department of Labor stuff.
Yeah.
Do our current certified businesses have to recertify? Okay,
Have to recert and reapprove every year.
every year, okay.
And the process is very different. So Pollock is gonna help me because it's a 20,000 step process now.
Mhm.
Let's make it way more difficult than it used
Right.
to be when it was working just fine. But
Mhm.
anyways, I don't know what that's all about. The only thing I will tell you is I think this is gonna allow more businesses to be approved.
Okay.
Perhaps it digs a little bit deeper. So they were knowing a lot of people, no to some.
Ah.
This might allow them to look a little deeper and say yes. I
Okay.
hope. So that's the only reason I can think we're doing it, but there is gonna be a little bit of a long process.
Mhm. And the teacher orientation.
Oh, yes, thank you. Please join us on the 20th, at noon for lunch. 12 to 1. We'd love to have you come and be here if you'd like to. We will be introducing our new staff and all of the district staff to them at that point.
I
So
can
we'd
be
love to
here
have
for
you join
that.
us.
That is August 20th.
Yeah.
It is next Wednesday.
That's the day before I have to do my own orientation, so I'm probably not gonna go.
Wayne and I will be in Maine.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Okay, thank you.
Do you do anything but go on vacation?
You know what? It sounds like that.
It does.
Every time. Going to
Sounds-
the White Mountains, going to Maine, just got
Hey,
back from Virginia.
Simmer down, Mike. okay?
So leave me in
That
the
was
fall.
quite
This is
nice.
our annual vacation.
All right, any other questions for Karen? No? Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Where are we? Principals report. We'll start with Anna.
Hey, Madam Chair, members of the board, you have my report.
Oh,
I would say the things I want to highlight, what I'm most excited about are first day of school. Got a grant from the Holt Fund that's helping support a motivational speaker. And we had some left after that, so we bought some new activities that I'm very excited about. I got a lot of positive feedback about that throughout the year from the kids, so I'm excited to be able to bring that back. And then transition, I have been working with Karen and Dr. Ryan on a transition plan for the 8th graders coming from Winchester, and I have a meeting scheduled with Megan Pouliot on Monday to share with her my ideas. And you know, I just let her know that I'm really hoping to collaborate with her. She's going to be the Winchester expert on the parents and the families there, and that will work together to hopefully have what we have sketched out is a monthly event starting in September to bring the kids together and the parents some of the time, and really let them build relationships and get to know each other before the kids come here. And then less exciting, but also important. Jeannie and Karen and I went to a workshop regarding the updated 306 rules. And you're going to be hearing about that a lot because there are some important changes that we have to implement starting with next year's freshmen, including changes to graduation requirements. So we have some background work to do in terms of looking at policies that might be impacted by this, and we'll put together something to bring to the board when, you know, when we have it, when we need your input or your approval of something. So a lot of work behind the scenes that will go on with that. And I will take any questions.
Does anybody have any?
No, I'm just excited about all the stuff you're doing to welcome Winchester.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to do that.
Right.
My kids in 9th grade.
Well, I am
So
going to
that's
be looking
exciting.
for some probably 9th grade ambassadors to help, you know, be a voice to the 8th graders of like, this is what's different when you get to 9th grade. This is what high school is like here. So when they've had some experience under their belt as 9th graders, I'll be asking them to speak with the 8th graders too.
Nice.
So exciting.
Thank you. Dr. Bremner.
Chairman of the board, you have my report. It's been a summer of learning, which is great. None of us ever stop being educated. So I was able to bring back, as well as Mr. Puntz brought back information around school safety to continue the safety work that Dr. Ryan is really, you know, making sure is a priority in Hinsdale. This is outside my background, outside my everything. And so it was a very heavy and very fast, it was Wednesday to Friday, St. Louis. It was heavy. So like the first panel was, had the principal from Columbine. He stayed principal for 15 more years. But we were able to bring back not only preventative things or deepening preventative things, but also just readiness in the worst case kind of knowledge, which I don't think I've ever had. That part's never really been talked about. So it was heavy, but it was very worthwhile. That was through the whole grant. And then July, I back out as far as I could go. Going to the Principals United Conference in Seattle was amazing. So I really appreciate everybody, including all of you, supporting our professional growth. It's really important. It really will help drive what we're going for over at the elementary school. And then all of the teachers have been doing all sorts of work. So there's been a group with MTSS reading and science, and then the Sarahs, as now I can say all the time, the Sarahs. So Sarah Donahue and Sarah Burgess and Anna Bassett, they're joining me in a leadership committee, a new structure over at the elementary school. And anchored in multi-tier systems of support. And we're locking in on Monday. I'm not available on Monday. We're spending the day really diving in and recreating and articulating and planning out pieces of our systems that need updating. Pre-K and K, we're still good. I know it's been like a worry, but the numbers are still solid. Our kindergartens are still tiny. So, I mean, a whole herd could come out next week. I understand that, but we have 26 enrolled, so that's 2 small classrooms. So that decision holds still. But our preschool is massively full. So that decision also holds. So we have 10 in the morning, 9 in the afternoon for our 3-year-olds, and we always hold a couple spots open anyways for early intervention referrals, which there is possibly up to 7 has been the number that RISE has shared out. And then our 4-year-old program is at 15. That's a lot. You guys are daycare providers. You know how many little people that is. So Ms. Puchel has set up her classroom. She's very excited for it. She's been doing more work with Ms. Taggart and the kindergarten teachers, and her will work on their co-teaching models that they're going to work on when she's co-teaching math with them. Hiring, we're not full, but so I think you guys are aware of our needs there. We are having an open house event. I'm going to send out a reminder tomorrow because there was some feedback. People were confused if the 18th was open house versus not. So we're going to clarify that they will meet their teachers at open house, which is going to be Tuesday. It'll be the Tuesday of the week school starts, 5 o'clock for us, 6 o'clock for 6th graders, right? So same as we did last year, the same night, which families seemed like they could just go from one to the other if they had double kids. So, so there is going to be an open house. Any questions?
No, we're good. Thank you very much, Dr.
Just, I
Bennett.
was gonna ask the date for open house and you said it, so that was it.
All right, where we are, IT Director, Justin.
Yep, Madam Chair, you have my board report. I would just like to say how nice it is to have a fully staffed department again. Daisy's been great getting to know some of our staff that have already been here this summer, meeting with people last spring when she was working part-time. And I think we're gonna have a really good tool to use to help support our students and our staff with the use of the technology that we've provided for years. As I mentioned, Drew Cooper has moved from being a custodian over to technical support specialist. He's zipping right through things. It's great. He's imaged all the laptops we purchased with last year's funds. I purchased late in the spring, and then we're hopeful that the shipment comes in on time tomorrow with what we purchased with this year's funds to hit the target of providing new laptops for everyone 6 through 12.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like, what?
Yeah,
Right.
it was timing 2 batches rather than purchasing last summer and this summer. Just put it off and waited so we could get a huge bunch of them. Our order for this year was back ordered for several weeks this summer, but it's on a truck. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. Let's see. FedEx freight. So sometimes
Keep waiting on that truck. It's eager.
yeah. Everything else we've done this summer has been to try to address issues that came up in the last year or two around teachers' hesitations for using technology in the classroom, whether it's students coming with devices that weren't working or weren't prepared, such as not being charged. That's really what our focus has been, is making sure that our students will have working devices in their hands come the start of school, and hopefully the teachers will have less stress and anxiety around using those. And then having the support of Daisy will be huge too.
Yeah, the charging things are very cool.
I
That
know,
will
yeah.
be super helpful rather than having kids trying to plug in and it's dead and
Yeah, I like the whole taking them out like a library book.
yeah, that's.
Yep.
I think that
perfect.
was a good
Mhm.
idea.
If you have any other questions, happy to answer them.
Anybody have any?
Yeah, it's just exciting.
I know.
And the smart boards, those sound very cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you'll have 2 classrooms with the new,
Yeah, they're gonna
Projection.
be 2 science classrooms in the middle school. So I'm still working on getting those done, playing around with the brackets today.
Mhm.
Hopefully, next couple days I'll get them done.
sweet.
And then you'll phase the other ones in as needed or,
Yeah, I have a couple that are high priorities right now.
Mhm.
They have really old projectors that are barely working, or they're just not in a good location in the classroom. So it's a good time to move them to a wall that makes more sense.
Mhm.
And then from there, we'll utilize the other ones as we need them.
Sweet. Thanks, Justin.
Yep.
Director of Student Services. Patty Wallace.
Madam Chair, other board members, you have my report. One of the things that I wanted to, the numbers, as you can see, numbers are increasing, and also the disability areas which are most intensive are increasing. Just as an overall picture, so we're seeing more intensive needs throughout the whole district. And then, we had a very successful ESY program for elementary school, middle school, and high school. And then, my proposal that I have is to eliminate the word. I hate to even say it, but to eliminate the word sped.
Mhm.
In my opinion, it is derogatory. It's, and that I have, it's offensive and how some people have used that term. I'd much rather use it have it special ed, students with a disability, and identify it as a student. What I'd like to propose is that term be eliminated from Hinsdale. That includes budget reports, that includes any other type of reports that come out. For me personally, if I hear it, I will confront I'll confront them with, we're using the word special ed, where, and then I would like to share this part of the proposal out to all staff throughout Hinsdale. So I guess that's what I would, because that's my opinion. So that's why I would like to get your approval of doing this.
I wrote next to my little note says love this. So
yeah, that's, if you go to school for education now, that's what you learn anyways, person first, so. I
That's
think
exactly it. Yep.
it's a good norm to have.
mhm.
I'll commend Patty on bringing this forward. She
Mhm.
asked originally when she wrote this, kind of, what do you think? And I agreed with her.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I don't use the term, so
I don't know.
it's not, for some, it may be difficult because it may not be thought of as something that's derogatory by them. So it'd just be some acculturation. Just when Rose's law came out, it took a long time for that to take effect as well, but we were constantly reminding folks that that's no longer a word that's acceptable. So I support it, said absolutely included in your report. I told her I think I would be really disappointed if you didn't. So I'm glad that she's brought it to you tonight. It doesn't need a vote, but just more of a, hey, just want you to be
Conscious
aware, and if we
effort
can
to-
model that from a
Yes.
board perspective,
Right.
that would be super helpful.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I think that's great.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people is just like an abbreviation, and
Right.
educators love abbreviations. So
Mhm.
it is just that learning aspect because it has been used in a negative way.
Mhm.
So I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions for Patty? All right, thank you very much. Facilities Director, Nate?
Madam Chair and members of the board, you have my report. So just one thing in here, it's a little bit different, as I said that probably by now we have majority of our rubber mulch in the playground pulled out. We've actually, so I was able to get some local volunteers to help me over the last 2 days. So we were able to actually complete getting rid of all the rubber mulch out of both areas and replacing it. So now it's all wood chips in there now. The last thing I need to do is get some replacement material for around the border that got mixed so bad that it's just, I can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
But it's, right now, it's pretty complete. And that was a lot more work, like, there was a lot of work. I mean, you saw me out there that one day where we're all out there and it was shovels and like
And in this
wheelbarrows
heat.
and stuff. It was,
And it was not, you would think that you'd come in and it'd be an easy.
Oh, no, that stuff
shovel.
is not easy to move.
That poor guy, I don't know who that guy was, but when you and I were chatting for that less than 2 minutes, you would think that he could have got 10 shovels, right? He could not, because he goes in and it like instantly stops him from the rubber.
Yeah, the rubber.
That's not shovable.
No.
So he's like, I'm like,
Yeah.
when it's
Remember
so
trying to rake
hot.
it back in?
Yeah, we
I
raked
felt
it.
so
We were trying to
bad.
clean it up.
Awful.
We're writing that one down. Shovel.
Shovelable.
yeah.
It was awful. I felt
Shovelable.
so bad. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
my
that's
hand.
right.
You're doing this by hand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, we
no
tried
other
our
way to
best
do
to
it.
do as much as we could with the equipment we had.
Yeah.
And then when Wayne came up on Friday
Oh,
and had the bucket loader and was able to dump a lot with that, I mean, the heavy equipment made a huge
Yeah.
difference for us.
It's
We
a
did as
lot
best as
easier.
we could with what we had, but
Mhm.
it makes
Oh,
a big difference
I
when you
felt
got
so
the
bad
big
for
truck
you
and the
guys.
big bucket loader instead of the little tractor.
Yeah.
But we got it done. It was a lot of work, but it's,
and working around kids, number one, he was doing it during day camp.
Yeah, that's
So
a
you got
lot.
kids back and forth, and
Yeah.
the kids are separated,
Yeah.
but yet they're still.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're
know.
curious, like what's
oh
that?
yeah, I got asked, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Where are
400
you
times in
going
one day.
with it? What is
Yeah.
that?
Watching the
But it
How
was-
long are you gonna be here?
Forever.
Yeah, I had one person say that they didn't like the wood chips, they wanted the rubber mulch back,
Mhm.
and they were gonna tell their parents.
Yeah.
So,
So be prepared.
Oh,
but.
I
uh,
felt bad. You guys did a great job. It looks good. I'm so glad that my
meant
kids'
to look when
shoes
I
and
went by
clothes
and I
aren't gonna be destroyed anymore.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
our carpets and
Oh.
their faces
Yeah.
and their.
I know, would they just have this like black layer and little
I
kids
know.
putting it in their mouth? It's
Grace's
Yeah.
fun.
sneakers are
Yeah, they black.
destroyed
Mhm.
the second. And that's like when I'm school shopping first, like, I want these. I'm like, no, that playground will ruin them.
yeah,
Yeah, no
But
claw.
yeah, no, it looks great. You guys did great.
thank you. It was a lot of work. It was, but
Yeah,
it's
thank
so
you.
much better. It's gonna be so much better than what it was.
It also saved his guys' work, because he had to do a whole new protocol for the rugs this year to clean them.
Oh,
way more often.
geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they do get
The
so
rubber.
gross.
Right.
The
Yeah.
rubber just,
Black and the
it
rubber.
just,
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
it was past its lifespan, so it was
Mhm.
just starting to
Break
Break
pretty much
down.
fall apart,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yep, so that's pretty much the wood chip portion of it's finished as of today. So the
Wow.
last thing is I just gotta get some material for the border piece, but that shouldn't be so bad. And besides that, do you have any other questions on my
Mhm.
report?
No, the front of the building looks beautiful as well. Looks
Mhm.
great pulling in. Looks so good. Looks fresh. Looks good.
Yep, Dave's been out there a lot.
I saw that too
Mhm.
when I was dropping off in the morning.
Yeah.
You guys did a good job.
Yeah, thank you for doing that, especially in the seat. That's miserable. So,
I know.
And I'll add, Mr. Bornkessel
Yeah.
and the work he did in the quad
Courtyard,
courtyard.
Courtyard,
I'm like,
yeah.
what is
Rounds.
I'm like, where did we get a
I
quad?
know.
Quad.
We're fancy.
Yeah, the quad. You're a little too schmancy for down here, all
I'm
right?
not the one going to the White Mountains.
Get out of here.
Beautiful.
Get Mr. Thurston
He's
from-
tamed it. He's tamed it. You should take a look. when you get a
Gilligan.
chance.
Oh,
good.
The courtyard is fantastic. So.
Yep.
I love that they have a courtyard.
We're
now.
actually
We
starting to
didn't.
make some we're starting to work our way into making the soccer field game ready.
Hmm.
So we leave it so long because
Fries.
it's
Yeah.
it's been so
Mhm.
hot with
Everything
no
is
rain.
brown.
It's just we've had sprinklers going nonstop for almost 2 weeks out there.
Yeah.
And it's just what it is,
Mhm.
unfortunately. So we're gonna do the best we can, but
Yeah.
soccer season practice starts on
Next week.
Monday.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But better
And
to
I
leave it
believe
alone.
the one thing that Jane wanted me to give you an update on that is not in my report is for the for the proposal that we got from Affinity, they came up with a estimated incentive that we were gonna get from Eversource, which was figured at $89,000. So when they had to, because it had been so long when I first got the initial one, they had to resubmit some paperwork to Eversource. When I got that incentive back, that number went from 89,000 is what was estimated. The actual real number we're gonna get in incentive money is $155,000.
Nice.
Yes.
That's
And
way
and I immediately wrote back and I said, "Are you sure this is right?" 'Cause That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And they said, "Nope, we checked with Eversource. It is what, so
Yeah,
it is
that's almost
$155,000 in
Nice.
incentive money for that." So that's a big deal for just knocking down the years of paying that off. It's a big deal. So.
Wow,
That's sweet.
that's incredible. Well, that makes it way more enticing.
Right? So how many years now is it gonna, do you know?
I have not looked
Okay.
into it that far. I was thinking that the way that I think I calculated was somewhere around like $40,000 a year is what we were gonna pay on that.
Mhm.
So if we're gonna boost that, it's gonna take like a year and a half off of that number that we originally
And
got.
what did we
So
say, 8?
I think we were around 8.
eight,
Was it
9,
eight?
somewhere in
Yeah.
there.
Almost
So
9.
it's more gonna be like probably in the 7.5
7.5.
or 6.5, 7 -ish.
Closer
Oh,
to
good.
7
That's what
anyway.
I'm hoping, but I mean, obviously, there's a lot of factors
Mhm.
with that, but I mean, that amount of money is really gonna
Mhm.
cut down on that. So I was very surprised when I saw that number. I'm guessing it's just because they just got in, maybe it's a rolling over of a new year and they've got that much more
Right.
money to hand out, and we were one of the first ones. It could have been that, I'm
We'll
not
take
sure,
it.
but
I know.
I certainly signed that as soon as I saw it, so.
Yeah, that never happens.
Right?
Money doesn't ever go up.
Nope.
Not
When it's
really.
coming to us.
Yeah,
only
right?
When it's going out.
Not usually.
Love that.
So that's awesome.
Mhm.
And do you have the numbers on the fuel?
You mean
Oh, she's
for,
doing that
She's
for
doing that in other business,
business.
okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
for the business.
All right.
I just want to add, it's on my report because it was really coming together, but all the supplies that you see in the backpacks, that is a result of a lot of hard work from Jane.
Mhm.
A lot of it was also purchased by her own money. That she was able to pull in different, like cashback and
Mhm.
Kohl's Cash and
Yeah.
Amazon. And the way she dug into the deals that she could get in the volume of deals for like the Crayolas and the snacks. And,
Mhm.
she and Karen, I asked Karen to help with the backpack purchase. So the two of them were like a dynamic duo in putting all of this together for us. Because it's one thing to be, dreaming about it and wanting it to happen and talking about it.
Mhm.
It's a whole nother kettle of fish to actually make it happen. So, and I know that she's not, I don't know where she went, but I wanted to make sure that the board understands that a lot of this really was Jane's handiwork at being able to budget shop, and we have more than enough funding for this year's event. And Karen's hard work as well, and everybody on the committee, but really, I think Jane really kind of took it
Sure did.
under her wing. and
She's like,
really
we're
wanted to
spending
make
money,
sure-
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
and she stretched $1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like nobody else
Right.
So what
can.
I see
right?
is that she spent her time shopping instead of doing.
I still don't think you have any problem with the results.
I know.
Looks great, that's impressive. Like,
I know,
holy
it's pretty
moly.
cool.
Especially because I feel like it was like a month ago, this was, you're like, so we
An
have a great
idea,
idea.
right.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
but it's just an idea right now and some rough plans, and then we come back to all of this, so
Great. It's
that
wonderful.
is very impressive.
Can I just add for the record that OSTCP helped pay for this? I think it's important that I
Yes,
put that out there
100%.
because
Yes,
grant
thank you.
people with beds
Mhm.
like to hear.
Mhm.
And so I just wanted,
Toot
that's
their
not
horn.
much of it, but we did.
And,
we were
uh,
able
But
to-
commitment to it, Title I.
Yeah.
Title I, too,
We were able to, look, and part of that was also OSTCP. There've been set aside money in Title I for, some evening events that happened during the year, but
Yeah.
OSTCP ended up like a combo, so we realized what was left, and reallocated, for this and adjusted it.
And lots of community donations too.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole list.
Eric has
of-
worked hard on it, I mean, and the donations from friends of the campus,
Mhm,
so. And if I left anything out, please, because everybody really deserves,
mhm.
huge kudos. It's our first one. We don't know how it's gonna go, but we think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it sounds like
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
awesome.
great.
Sponsor banner tomorrow.
That's right.
Well, that's right.
That's right.
Sounds like a great community event.
Yeah, knowing how much work gets put into any kind of event,
Right.
I mean, I applaud all of you
Yep.
for doing it. It's,
Same.
it's not just like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then it just magically happens, so.
No. And you never
yeah,
know
I
how many
appreciate
people
it.
are gonna come, so
Yeah.
trying to figure everything out and.
And we didn't know we were gonna have to deal with no federal grants or.
Right.
In the middle of it,
any-
yeah.
Any other issues that may have popped up. over
Our
the summer that
budget
we
might
worked
be.
through.
Right.
Yeah, just we had a great team and people really
Mhm.
care, so
Mm.
that's a good combination.
It
Yes.
is, and over the summer.
I know, yeah,
Yes,
that was good, thank you, everyone.
now we have to do it every year.
Yeah,
That's true.
It pretty much is,
Good
you start
job.
something,
Print for it.
you have to keep going.
Yeah.
And that's your prize for doing the job
I
well
know,
done.
you get to do it again.
And it'll
And
be
you have to
easier
make
next
it
year 'cause
fun.
then You already know how to do it.
But you
Yeah,
have
I'll
to
just throw it
add
away
something
after the fact.
exciting every year
Alright,
too.
Right.
feel better next year. How do we
Challenge accepted.
Next year, we're gonna have the principals sing and dance.
There we
Oh,
go,
there, I love that.
Oh.
we'll just put them in junk tanks or something.
Oh, we do love a dunk tank.
Yeah.
If you can
Um,
get it.
It was
I
like,
had to
no.
come and get one when
Really?
That was
Oh.
why I got pied in the face 100
Oh.
Erica wanted me to have the
couldn't-
dunk tank on the first day of school. I was like, the absolute.
I know, it's like I have to be here for the rest of the day.
Change your clothes is easy to bring.
All right, thank you, Nate. School board retreat and goal setting, we need to reschedule that from tomorrow.
It actually works great for me, so I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it's probably fine.
I find it to be a nuisance.
Deal with
I'm
it.
pumped.
We'll probably be on vacation when you.
That's
Probably.
probably
We're in
true.
the Green Mountains.
So I was thinking we go into September
Yeah, I was thinking about Monday, the 15th.
15th. I've got nothing.
That way we could take advantage of either the Arlington Inn or if she would open for just us.
I was gonna say, or it's not.
Or we do A1.
We could do
with
A1,
Elena.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, let me.
No, that's,
I don't have anything written down. I should probably look at my
we've got
other.
to, want to be more date specific. than any other.
Gotta spell retreat right.
What time are we saying? 5?
5? Yeah, is that good
That
for everybody?
Works for me. Does it work for you guys? 5?
Will you be hungry at 5?
Yeah, I might be like,
Will you be out of school in
5:05,
time
but
enough
yeah.
for-
Will you be hungry at 5:05?
no, I meant I might
Yeah,
be there
should
at
be,
5:05. Okay.
Not having the soccer schedule isn't ideal, but
Yeah, no, I don't have that either.
yeah, so.
Although I do know that I don't, the boys schedule anyway, they're up north. Their first game is up north.
Okay, there we go.
All right. So place to be determined. Okay. Let me write that down so I
Thank you.
can message Mark and
I was gonna say, I
Wayne.
don't have anything in my calendar, but I don't even have a school board meeting calendar right now, so there's a solid chance I'm missing some.
You can just add it to your
stuff.
skylight.
I just looked at my skylight, but I haven't done September yet.
Message Wayne and Mark. Okay, I had to write myself a note to message those guys or I'll
There's a
forget.
shopaholic.
All right, so that's done. School board handbook, do we need to talk about it anymore? We kind of taled about it.
It's in my report and it kind of shares the update of where we are.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like to get that done. It's got some pretty logical stuff to just cut and paste. but
Mhm.
I do want to get that.
Student handbook updates. We need to approve the handbooks.
You did last year.
We
We'd had a
Yeah.
conversation
I
about.
think we
whether or not,
generally
and
do. but I
The
just wanna
history
make
was
sure.
you
Yeah.
approving them, and so we've included them for approval.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I need a motion to approve the student handbooks for the elementary school and the middle high school.
Can I
I'll
just ask
make-
a question? Why do you say the history? Is that because we don't actually have to approve them?
No, because the policies that are in there have already been approved by the
Right.
board. the operations of the school rests on my staff, the staff that works with the superintendent. So in technical terms, there isn't a need to approve them, and so some districts don't. But here in Hinsdale, the board has in previous years, it's probably a good idea just to stick with that traditional practice. That's all. Yeah, it's up to the board.
So I need a motion to approve the elementary and the middle high school.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
I might second it.
thanks. Any questions on either one of them?
No, I loved how informative they are. I feel like all the
Mhm.
questions that families traditionally have they're just in there now. I was like, oh,
I know.
And pretty clear.
Yeah.
so
Where there's
clear.
not gonna be like, well,
Right.
it's
It's,
wishy-washy. It's
this
not
is what it
wishy-washy.
is.
Yeah.
Everything. I was like, ooh, I'm taking screenshots of everything so I can remember all the things. I already saved it to my computer. I'm excited. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
informative.
All right, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Fund balance. We have a fund balance?
You want an update on that? I did say it's been a couple weeks since
It
I
has.
got to look at it, right?
Yes.
If I were a betting person, which I'm not.
Well, it says there, it says fund balance vote. So did we need to vote on something?
Is that, oh, is there
That's why I'm asking.
oh my gosh,
Retainage.
yes. Oh my God, I thought we were looking for a fund balance. Thank you, Maria. 'Cause I went to
Sorry.
Maria and said, I think we're gonna have to have this happen. Okay. I'm glad you're here, Maria.
I feel like we say that at least.
I
once a
know.
meeting.
I know, I know.
Thanks, Maria.
So last year, we retained 50,000.
Mhm.
And as you know that we did not spend it, it went right back to the taxpayers or will when we
Mhm.
go through this whole process. This year we've had, I'm gonna be very honest, some post budget and budget posting increases that were unforeseen. We're in the right trend. I did just update senior leadership that, you know, here's the March vote. Here's the budget when we posted because, you know, we had known staffing changes or we had contract changes or even things such as going through, I'll give you a specific example, working with the Brattleboro School District. We only had enough funding for 3 to 4 kids to go to the program. And Karen said, can't we do more? And as I told senior leadership, I never say no to the kids.
Yeah.
If it's for the kids.
Mhm.
So we
Especially for
did, we
like
did,
that's direct education.
exactly.
Just
Yeah.
that.
There's
Yeah.
very little I get to do that affects that,
Right.
but this I can do.
Yeah.
So that's one of those post budget approval
Mhm.
changes. So that's in there. And we kind of move things around a little bit to make that happen. We did. And some of it's a little hard, but we have to thank Anna and her reorganization for basically allowing more kids to get to go to WRCC, which really helps. But when you could start going through everything, you start and it's like, oh, okay, this person might have only been a single or an opt-out, and now I have a family plan. So there's all sorts of things. So those will go up and down. And so when I reported out to the leadership team, I'm like, okay, here's where we were in June. Now here's where we are. And we're in a downward cost trend, which is good. That's the way we want to go, but we're still not there yet. Do I think we'll get there? Absolutely. But I would like to seek a higher amount than 50,000.
I think for next year, that's a good idea.
And again, I hope, and I don't think we'll need to spend it, but heaven only knows, you know, unexpected things can happen or things we're not thinking about. Another, for instance, was Anna has NEAS. She up front during budget process said, you know, we have to pay these NEAS costs.
Right.
Got taken out. We still have to pay the NEAS costs. So there's another example. So I don't know how much you guys would be willing to do. I'm uncomfortable asking for money.
It's tight.
Right.
I'm on my friend's behalf. The squeeze that we got as a result of the budget process,
Yes.
we're not faking it. We feel it.
Yeah.
It's tight.
I think in the long run, we're gonna end up just, especially in light, I will tell you, like our fund balance of return this year, I think we'll exceed 500,000, if not 600,000. But again, I have not that much.
Right.
And we were literally still paying some bills last week.
Yeah.
So I just keep running reports going, stop. So I would like to seek at least 100. If you have an appetite for more, I would love it. Look at him.
Woo.
I thought you were gonna say like,
800?
I you were gonna do like,
75.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna
I know, I was
say.
like, oh, at least 100, okay.
I thought you were gonna go in increments of like 15.
She did.
You did this on purpose.
6.5 times.
I know.
But you notice how I
You
set it
do.
all up to
Right.
explain why we
Yeah.
have some of these increases.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the scare we just had is why I'm feeling
Mhm.
more inclined to say we should have a little bit of backup
Mhm.
because we were, middle of the summer and potentially finding out our budget was
Yeah,
missing a
good.
giant
Mm-hmm.
chunk.
Yeah.
So, and I just feel like with things the way they are right now, I don't feel totally. Oh, and I meant to ask Patty. In your report, there was a comment about not getting the allocation.
Yeah, we got them today.
Okay, I was like, that's a lot of money.
I
was
What's
gonna say,
happening?
We got
Her
them today.
report was
Okay.
July 30th, and it was like right after that, we
Yeah.
realized, we heard that
Okay.
they were gonna be
But
released.
again, they
Okay.
only do
We
it
give
in
it 20.
increments.
Yeah.
So like Patty and everyone else has to
Yeah.
say.
I was
"All
like, it
right,
was
I know
this
I'm
one
gonna
little
get
line,
this
and
much,
wait, I
but
meant
I
to.
can only budget for this much
Yeah.
right now,
Right.
even if
Yeah.
it's craziness.
Yeah.
It's just having to double do things.
Yes.
Mhm.
But yeah, and so the net effect would be 50,000 because we have the 50,000 that we retained last year coming back.
Mhm.
And if we retain the 100,000, it would be an additional 50,000.
Okay.
You'd just be carrying that 50
Right.
forward
Okay.
Right.
with an
And
additional-
again, it will be
That
last
makes it
resort.
easier.
Yeah,
Almost
that
like a
makes it easy.
self-insurance policy.
Right.
yeah, it's just a safety.
And then
net.
if we don't need it at the end of next
Comes
year,
right
it
back.
It goes
goes
all the way back.
back.
Which I fully intend to, and Dr. Ryan and I are really in hopes of not needing to touch the trust funds either, because I
Mhm.
know we have those,
Right, but
but
we
they're
wanna
really
save them.
modest.
right.
Mhm.
I know we've
Not, you know,
They're not really
taken.
at a point that are ready for distribution.
No.
They're too small.
Do we have to vote on it tonight or can we do it when the other two are back?
I need to tonight. The only reason being is in my DOE 25,
Yeah,
I have to note the
Let's have it.
retainage of funds.
Mhm.
Mhm.
In fact, I just got the fund calculator like, maybe just last week. As far as that, because they send it out to you based on district saying, here's what your net assessed value is, and here's what your 5% retainage
Mhm.
maximum could be.
And how much, what did you say that we have that we're giving back?
We
This
have
year?
50, but we
No,
would
have 50,
retain
but
it.
what right now,
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of our budget right now, do we have left over right now?
I'm thinking between 550 and 600. That's where it's hard because you're giving this back and saying, well, we
Right.
might need it, but as you know, we did a very fine line
Yeah.
this last year. We rolled the dice on quite a few things.
Right.
It's more about what's coming.
Yeah.
than what was.
Yeah.
And the unknown of some of the
That's
things
the
in
thing.
the near future.
But sending the money back was from then.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, with the way things are, I do.
If you want to think about it and come back at the end of the meeting, that's fine. Because I know I'm just bringing this on you, but it's just one of those things that literally we just talked about at the
Yeah.
retreat. And I had done a scenario for the senior leadership so that they were aware of where we're at.
Mhm.
I would be sitting here like totally and shaking if I were really, really worried.
Right.
Yes. you would. I know this.
Yeah,
I was
I
afraid to
think
come to me with any cause, I know it.
Do we
I
wanna,
wouldn't want to.
do we wanna make a motion to hold a vote until at the end of the meeting?
Yeah, I think
Are
that's a
you
good.
two ready to vote?
I am, but
I
that's
feel
me.
pretty comfortable because we're only taking another, like, we're not giving 50
Right,
back, but
right.
we're only taking another 50. And I don't think anybody in
Everybody-
town feels like things are super secure with finances right now. Everybody was worried, especially in New Hampshire, because, it's property taxes.
And if we don't
that's
need it, it goes back, so.
Right.
That's my thought process on it, so.
Yeah, I offer my perspective on it.
Sure.
As a Taxpayer here in town.
Yeah.
It's money that's already been voted for by the people to be
Mhm.
expended for the school.
Mhm.
We're just asking for it to be a safety net for this school year.
Right.
It's not additional money that it's a surprise.
Right.
Right.
It's already been agreed upon.
Mhm.
I think many people would be in support of that rather than us running
Right.
into an issue in the spring and asking for, or
Special
winter,
meeting.
a special
Mhm.
special meeting
Right.
to
I know
go
that's
for
what I was
more.
thinking.
Mhm.
No, I was ready to vote as well.
Okay,
Okay.
then we can.
So I just,
I'll make a motion
Thank you.
to approve. Do I say retaining 50,000?
what,
The
what did you say,
An
100?
additional?
It would have to be the full one
Right,
hundred,
okay.
but
Total of
50's coming back
Yeah.
anyway. otherwise
Okay.
unused.
So I'll make a motion that we retain $100,000 from this year's budget.
What is it called?
I know, it's like
It's
it's fund
for-
balance.
It's called retainage,
retainage
retainage of fund
fund
balance.
But
Yeah,
it's the
okay.
FY 25.
Five, right.
Yes. So you're
Yes.
retaining it
Oh,
from
yeah,
FY
right.
25
Yep.
to have
Which is
basically
this
on reserve for
budget,
the
but-
26.
Yeah.
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 But I honestly don't intend to use it.
It's August.
Right.
Right,
So
Oh, yeah, July.
Yeah.
You're right.
yeah,
So it'll come from the June 30.
Okay.
right.
So Maria, you got that?
I think I got it. You guys
So
are done
FY
with
25 from
FY
then,
25.
do you have to
Oh,
say
fund
for
balance.
26 or no? Okay,
No.
just from
No, the
25
definition of retainage.
It's,
Mhm.
yeah,
The state just wants you guys to acknowledge that.
that we're keeping.
you're
that we,
doing
that we know what we're
something.
doing.
That we're
They can go,
keeping
"Yeah,
it.
looks like that's what they're
And you
saying.
did that.
We're keeping it.
All right, so
Oh.
you made the motion,
No,
second.
second.
Any more discussion on it? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Thank you. Then I will be very.
We know you
stingy.
will.
Oh, we know.
Okay.
If it
We're
was
not worried
someone
about
else, I
it.
might feel a little differently, but I'm like, I know Jane is like, you
I
sure
treat
you
it
have to
like my
spend that?
own.
Right.
Trust me.
All right, we're up to job descriptions. Do we want to go through them individually? Has anybody had a chance to read them all?
Those I browsed, everything else.
Was there
I
anything that
browsed.
we should be made aware of in any of them before we?
No, these all came through personnel committee as
Mhm.
well, and there were no issues that were brought up during
Look at you
personnel.
with your printouts.
Nothing in here.
It's beautiful. Do you have a question, Justin?
Just about details of one of the job descriptions, the departments listed.
Oh, which one is
So are they
that?
all correct?
The MTSSR.
Okay.
I think James just double checked.
You mentioned
I have
technology.
to find that.
Oh, it's
But there-
listed, yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
it's listed under
Yeah.
information technology.
Yeah,
that's all.
no.
That is not the case.
No. No. But the description.
I didn't know if that job title, like by the state standard, fell under the department. I see it's also reports of principal, but
So what department should be under?
Well, there's actually a double flip. The next is her role as reading specialist. Reading specialist is paid under the local budget, not Title I, whereas the MTSS is under the curriculum in Title I. So MTSS should be curriculum / Title I. But then there's reading specialist, or reading, oh wait, no,
We don't
that's
have
the
a reading
interventionist.
specialist.
The reading interventionist?
Did we not do the reading specialist side?
No.
Because we split that role.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not aware of
This is
that.
the reading.
I was gonna say mine's going
I'm not aware
really
of
slow.
And that.
So that was, we switched it in the budget last year for the minimum standard.
We have half funded out of the operating budget.
Correct, but I thought we developed this based on that switch.
I think so.
Pretty confident in that. And then as far as the MTSS academic coordinator, definitely not reporting to Justin.
well, so says reports of principal. Just, I don't know if budgetarily if it had to fall in my department or not. I didn't know if the state
You don't
would
want to
change
fund that?
You said
Fine.
full.
it. Well, it'd be easy to explain it, why my salary line went up.
So what department should it be under?
Curriculum.
Curriculum, the
School or
MT.
department would be elementary school, right?
Yes.
I didn't have this tab open, so.
And reports to the principal, so, yeah. Elementary.
Reports, yep. That's correct.
So it'd report to the elementary principal?
Correct.
So the reading interventionist is right, or,
It is.
okay. So do we want to accept them as a group with the change to the MTSS school department? Does anybody want to make that motion, or do you want to go through them individually and say yes?
Can we do it as a group?
You can,
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep,
I'll
if you-
make the,
don't have anything to pull off to talk about, you can do them as a slate.
okay, I'll make the motion to accept them as a group, except for the change that we just discussed, which, how did we word it?
We just, with the change to
The
the multi-tiered
department, right.
system support as this department being curriculum, not information technology. And the elementary principal, not just principal, I guess, right?
Yeah, look at her. She's like,
Did you get all that, Maria?
no, yeah, but yes.
She'll word it great. I know it's
She's
gonna come
saying yes, but
awesome.
look at her make a note because she didn't get it.
See how I made a mistake.
Oh, you don't ever make mistakes, Maria. That couldn't possibly be yours.
Sorry. I like to have the descriptions for Justin, so
I can see you over there, you're like, I'm just gonna actually make a little note because I'm not getting it, so I'm gonna get it later.
All right, so Kendra
Yeah,
made the
quick, second
motion.
it.
We need a second.
I will second.
Any more discussion on them?
So nothing is, we're not adding any jobs, right? Those are
This
all
is just
existing.
they're
Current.
going through all the
Yeah.
job descriptions and revamping it
Right.
into this new
But
format.
that's, I was just
So
making
this is the- yeah.
sure, just making sure it said. So,
Yeah. All those in favor? Aye. Any dissent? No.
We're gonna
So-
continue working through more of these as we keep going.
Mhm. All right, so now we're down to policies.
these, I feel like we already, I thought we already had these.
Some were renewed, these were.
Yeah.
We-
Some we have to do every
We
year.
actually did
I know,
these
some of them-
at a
one of
policy
them-
committee meeting.
That was a good one.
You zoomed on in, zoom, zoom, zoom.
I
Zoom,
zoomed
zoom,
and I
zoom.
didn't zoom. I zoomed on and I zoomed off. It was the worst Zoom. Me trying to keep coming in and not coming in.
We kept you updated.
Yeah, it was a good
You
time.
did a nice job.
You've seen AC a few times, but that's because of the whole Title IX.
Mhm.
Or all those changes.
Okay,
The reason that
That was
changed
what-
is a result of, the revision was based on Title IX changes and the addition of USDA requirements.
I loved how short they all were.
Except for AC.
Yeah, except for
The
AC.
short ones.
I know, yours were
Just like
great.
my report.
I know, that's true. You had a theme this month and I really appreciated it because the rest of them are awesome.
I don't think I need any notes on them.
Maria, I'm gonna go ahead and need my board report printed too, because I can't deal with it.
I didn't get in to get mine. I read it on the computer and it was not a good time.
Well, and I had all my tabs pulled up so I wouldn't run into this and. Oh, it was just there.
Okay.
Well, sometimes my
25, that just
computer
reflects
lets
all
me
that
in.
net
If I do
difference.
it on my phone, it will let me in sometimes under my personal and sometimes
Oh, no.
under my school board.
So
And
then you
when
don't
it lets-
have permission.
Right, when it lets me in under my personal, I don't know how to log out of the personal. so I don't know why it does it. But when I do it on the computer, so I had to run home and get my computer, because I started it on my computer last night, and then I was trying to finish it on my phone today. I'm like, Maria, it's not letting me in.
Technology.
Yeah, I ran home and grabbed my computer. I'm like, this is, I'm
I
done.
did send you an email mid-afternoon with
Oh.
links to be able to log out that may work on your phone as well.
Okay, I will.
I thought you were having trouble from your computer, but
No, not my computer.
yeah, the links I sent you, that might work on your phone to sign out of your personal.
I changed
So you
my
get it.
password, I guess. I couldn't log
Then you
into
have
my
to, then you have to sign back in with your
computer.
personal.
I couldn't log
Might be
into
better
my
to do business on
computer
your-
with the password I have.
Yeah.
I had to look it
it's
up in
not fun.
my
Well, and
password book.
You have a book.
I do.
Oh, wow. So I have mine, saved on here, so I still need to check and see what I changed it to so I can get into my laptop.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
why I have this one.
Okay, so do we want to just accept them as a group for
Sure.
a first
Yes,
That
reading?
sounds
Yes,
great.
please.
So
make
I
that
need a
motion.
motion,
Sorry, I'll
That's
make that
okay.
motion to accept,
all the letters
Yeah, all the letters of the group.
No, do we have to say all
for
those
policies.
letters?
She can
Do
list.
not.
Should I
she-
go down the
good.
list?
No, we're
Okay.
good.
Now,
And-
we can note it in the
yeah, in the
minutes that
minutes.
you're going with the consent, the policy consent agenda, which includes all the policies listed.
Mhm.
Second,
Thank you. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. This is just the first reading, so if there is anything, we can revisit it
Get
the
to it
next
next
second,
time.
yeah. All right, that brings us up to other business.
I like the town's numbers better.
Madam Chair, if I may.
Yes,
I
please.
did just hand out the Hinsdale bid proposals. Again, these were received from Catherine Lynch over at the town, and I just appreciate the legwork she did with this and working with us for it. And as you can see, the bids are listed, and the bid that the town approved, I'm pretty sure because she highlighted it, is Discount Oil.
Yeah. That's such a-
And again, the bid for the school district being that same amount and falling in the lowest bracket, I would seek to recommend having Discount Oil as our provider.
Didn't we knock
Yeah.
down the budget to 90?
We did, but what we do, it's kind of, actually Nate and I talked about this a little bit because it was one of Sean's parting words, don't do less than 52,000. And so when we go out to bid, we kind of go with the 52,000. However, this last year, even being a cold year, I didn't want to tell Wayne this. We came under even what we budgeted for this year. So, and this is a good rate. But what happened, I can tell you 2 years ago when I first got here, we never made our fourth payment because we'd already overpaid. In fact, we got a small bit back.
Mm.
And then this last year, they never billed us for the second payment, so we made the first, the third, and the fourth. And the fourth wasn't a full one, I don't believe. So we again didn't use the full amount.
Because this is 125. And that's
Yeah,
only
and so
having
we
90.
base
I'm
it
like,
on the one of the 52,000.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's the number that, because that's what I've been told, that's what I've had Catherine work with too.
Mhm.
I think Nate and I are thinking we're gonna knock it down one.
It's not me, is it? No. Okay. So I need a motion to approve the Discount Oil as our provider.
I'll make a motion to approve Discount Oil as our oil provider.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So moved.
I think to thank Catherine again for us. I've thanked her, but just, this is a lot of work and I appreciate that she's worked with us on this and helped us out.
I just had that the New Hampshire School Board Association Delegation Assembly in Concord is October 4th.
Are you going to?
I'm available to go if nobody else wants to. It's in Concord.
I'll be
Yeah, of course you will.
I didn't hear that.
White Mountains is close to Concord.
Yeah. I'll be
Just
very
kidding.
busy.
Okay. Then
I'll be at work.
I will, it's a Saturday, you're on
Oh,
a Saturday,
really?
yeah.
So she's available.
So just
First year
kidding.
teacher.
No, don't make me.
I will, I will gladly
Good.
go.
I was gonna say, and I still have to help Donna. Makes me wanna cry.
All right, that's all I had for new business. Anybody else have anything?
Madam Chair.
Yes. No? Yeah.
I did
Oh,
want
good.
to just bring up the tax exempt lease that would go for 8 years. The first payment that they're looking for the current year is 37,000, which is what is projected that we would have from our savings. So it's not an additional amount that would come as part of what we've already budgeted.
Mhm.
It was just interesting to note in looking at the numbers. I think we had, I'm not quite sure, but I do know the overage. Our electric was like 96,000 budgeted and it came to 96,602. Wow.
All right.
Pretty close, pretty close.
Burning that midnight oil.
Yeah.
Somebody's using a fan in their office.
Well, certainly not using AC.
Right?
But with that, and I don't know, if Nate brought up,
He did.
he did.
Yes,
it's
So
very good
that
news.
incentive
Big
payment
good
is
news.
the other payment that we would be
Mhm.
making this year too,
Oh, cool.
that comes from Eversource. So I
Sweet.
did just
Perfect.
want to bring that up to you and make sure it was okay for me to sign this. Now, just a couple things. I have spent couple weeks reaching out to BAs, and I know they're all busy right now. A couple have gotten back to me with, oh, I've never done one.
Mhm.
And I did do one in Milford, but my successor is gone and the new one doesn't know, and so I can't remember. I may at some point have to come back to you and do a public hearing on this one. And I reached out to the auditor and she just told me the accounting side, but I need that. So I just want to make sure we're doing it all right, but I would seek approval for you to allow me to go forward with this.
Mhm.
If anything else is needed to be done, we'll be right back with you before we fully do this.
Mhm.
I do have the permission to do the agreement with Affinity from the last meeting, so that's gonna go, but I wanted to just make you aware of the lease, and I just, like I said, I've been trying to find out about public hearings, and I honestly, I just can't remember, it's been,
Yeah, I was wondering
Five or
it too,
6 years
actually,
since
because
I
I was
did
like, I didn't
one. Yeah.
know, it's
Yeah, it's
not
been a while.
really acquiring any new money, because it's already in the budget, but
it will
I didn't
be,
know.
one of the things that does happen is, I'm talking with the auditors, and I knew this, there's new laws regarding any sort of long-term capital lease or anything of that nature. You will see it every year in the notes to the financial statements and so forth. Because those all, even if it were a 2 or 3 year contract that Justin has for software,
Right.
we now have to report stuff like that. It's really-
And like the printers and stuff.
printers, yeah,
Yeah.
but ours were all purchased outright.
Oh, are they? I
so-
thought we went into a lease for those.
No,
no,
we
we said
purchased
it was
those
gonna be
outright
cheaper,
with
right?
extra money, and then.
I was gonna say, I mean, I was here for that, but.
I know, I think we were thinking when we were discussing the,
Oh, because we were in a lease
We-
before me?
yeah, we were
You
in a
would've
lease
been, yeah.
before
Yeah.
for the copier, and we were discussing all of
Pros
that.
and cons, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's maybe what
It
it
was
was.
one of Tom's parting gifts was to buy all the copiers outright.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my first time on, so, I don't know.
Yeah, so we don't have any, that's why those don't appear, but they're really squeezing some of those
Mhm.
GASB requirements that are needing to be disclosed.
Okay,
All right.
anything else? We good?
I don't have
Mhm.
anything.
All right, do we need to retain anybody for our committee reports or
I mean, do we
non-public?
even have committee reports? I don't
We
have it.
probably
None of
won't
mine.
have committee. We have a few that we did meet on, but
Goodness.
I don't
Some of
see
us
where we
need
would
to-
need
need to keep
I
anybody?
haven't been here.
I'd like Jane to remain for non-public.
Mhm.
Other than that, I believe, actually,
Do we need the principals for the non-public
I
or
just-
not?
well, let me just put it this way. For the non-public section on the personnel side, I included a personnel package
Mhm.
Yes.
for salary,
Mhm.
position, and so forth. If there aren't any questions about those, then we won't need the principals to remain. If you have questions about those
I have a lot.
employees that we hired, then we would ask the principals to remain for that.
Mhm.
Okay.
I didn't have anything specific.
No,
yeah.
they're all, I love
Yeah.
the detailed report in
I
the
know.
front too. Made it so it was like a little
Yeah, it was
table.
lovely.
Maria, you're amazing. It's like a little table of contents.
I know, right?
What happened?
She's where I was in that 10 minutes.
You're great. That's where we are.
See you, come right back up.
So if there's no questions, then
No, I
when we
think
go
we're
into
good.
non-public, I only have one other brief item.
Mhm.
So we wouldn't need to have anyone remain. other
Okay.
than Jane.
So we release you all. Thank you for
Thank you very
coming.
much for all your hard work, everyone.
I can't hear you.
Grab some pizza on the way out.
Yes, please.
We'll take a quick, like 5-minute recess
Oh, I thought you were saying, I'm like, what?
as we go into non-public for, that is gonna be under, I gotta get my little thing back. I lost my little cheat sheet. We are on committee reports. So budget. So in my calendar, it says August 30th. I'm not sure we'll have one or not. Well,
August
we'll find
30th?
out.
Yeah.
And that's just like my normal, like our third Wednesday of every month. I have it in there. So
Yeah, and
maybe
he did share
August.
to me, so I
Yeah.
think I'm now a part of the group.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Took 2
Yay.
years, but-
Yeah, but
A budget
she's
committee
in.
meeting, that's good.
So that's good. Community connections. I'm gonna try to get a post together about opening school date stuff, event stuff. So for each building.
Okay.
So that was helpful for the open house, because I was like, what is the? and so,
Yeah, because it said
Yes.
open
I
house
was
and
like,
there was
when is
no
the
date.
date? So if there's information like that, if I could get it, that'd be great in like the next couple of days. That way I can get it out for this weekend. Facilities maintenance is Wayne.
We haven't had one.
HASP.
Haven't had one.
And that one, legislation, we all know what's
Nothing
going
going
on
on
there.
there.
It's so
So
quiet.
crickets, bell to bell, that was it, we're
Yeah.
done.
I mean, I think since the last time we met, she did sign some bills, like officially met anyway. She did sign some bills. I can't remember if it was before or after our June meeting or not.
Was-
she
it
had
was in-
signed-
It was in July. It was the
Yeah.
start of July. They'll see some of those policies as a result of those signings.
Personnel committee, we met. I forgot to write down the date we met, but was just recently, wasn't it? Or we're
Yeah,
gonna
it
meet.
Feels
Yeah.
like it was the 28th.
So I
or
have in my
27th.
calendar one for this month
Yep.
that also says it's canceled. So I'm like
Why do
trying
you
to
do that?
figure out if we really have it or we don't have it.
Did we, I don't,
That's how.
did we have anything, we weren't doing
So
anything?
we.
It was for the 26th.
Yeah. It
I
sounds
think
like,
because you had just met,
yeah,
I think that one was canceled.
But we hadn't met for personnel since
We
the
met on the
29th.
29th
Yeah,
for a half hour and then we had our special. meeting,
right.
right?
Yes,
And so our next one should be that last
I have it in the 26th.
Tuesday of August, which is the 26th. And I still have it.
Yeah, but see, I have it
Yes.
and then I have it
Oh,
canceled
yeah.
personnel right above it.
Hey,
So,
that there was a
and I
reason
also
we
put it
did
in
twice.
myself. So this is me and this is Maria.
I do have it twice.
Hmm.
I don't know why have
So I
it.
just wanted to
Oh, so
make sure
maybe
it wasn't
that's
canceled.
why, maybe one of them was canceled because it was in there twice.
Could be.
No, this is mine. This is me putting
Oh,
it
I
in.
was gonna say that they were saying it was in twice too.
I'm
No,
lobbying.
this
for it
is
to-
canceled and then personnel. and
I-
mine.
I'd-
So,
I would welcome it not being held because of
Um,
between the 18th and the 29th. We're gonna be running around with our hair on fire.
mhm.
What
Any,
day was it on?
The
Tuesday,
26th, it's Tuesday.
26th.
It's the personnel committee, so it's just mine.
And that's the teacher leave alone day here.
Mhm.
And I have the all staff welcome in the cookout over.
I mean, I don't think we have
at-
anything pressing coming up in personnel anyway, so we can move it to, we can just do September's.
Right.
if
so
that
we
works
have
for
anything
you.
Like a surprise issue with personnel, we can do a board as a whole at our meeting
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
September.
And when's the September meeting?
For personnel,
Personnel is the
should be that
23rd.
last Tuesday, right?
Which
Or
was-
is it a Monday?
I have it on the 23rd.
That's
'Cause
a
it's-
Tuesday.
It's the
Oh,
fourth. We have 5 Tuesdays, but it's the fourth Tuesday. I have it every fourth Tuesday.
Okay, I'm just gonna
I
put
don't
that on our
have that yet,
calendar.
So.
Mm,
I'm gonna
Personnel.
Put it in.
And what time is it?
that one either.
I have it running in my calendar.
Oh, so
Consistently
every fourth
repeating.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so
April, what time?
we meet at 4:30.
Okay, I'm just putting it in so he sees it on our calendar.
Yeah,
I'm sure he
okay.
probably has it, but.
I mean, if that works.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yes.
I
I
have it running,
appreciate
like the
that.
budget committee meeting, I just have it
Well, one
running.
time to do my recording.
You have to hard schedule some of these.
Yeah,
otherwise
right.
You're gonna overschedule.
Okay.
Exactly.
I got you.
There we go. I got it.
Same thing.
I won't know that I actually might have something there.
Mhm.
All right, so then our August meeting is really canceled.
Sweet.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
delete. So I'll message Wayne about it too.
Great, that saves me.
Yeah.
Chit chat with him.
Wayne,
Going to
cancel
the White Mountains.
August
That's, listen,
personnel
I'm going to Maine with him first,
meeting.
this month,
Then
then,
get around.
then October, I'm
All
going
the
to the
time.
White
Man,
Mountains.
those
Where's
town
my
people
other
get a lot of
message to
time off.
message Mark and him
You know,
about the other thing?
He has Fridays off.
I want
What did I just write? I'm looking for my meeting about the board
Policy
retreat, so I can
meeting?
circle that.
We met.
Message that.
We
I
came,
wasn't
we
there.
met,
Belong
we
together.
conquered.
Oh,
I
no,
was
not,
in and
oh my
out.
God, I just deleted that and
Right.
future.
Oh, no.
Select board, Mark's not here.
All right, hold on.
Have you taken over, Kendra?
No. I gotta put this in my calendar. Hold on.
I do know the select board did approve our road closure for our back to school night and did do their oil bid since.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Repeat, sorry.
And they approved
Everyone.
use of the town hall for convocation on the 25th.
Great.
Okay, anyway, I'll fix that one later. All right, policy, select board, strategic plan. We haven't met.
No.
No,
I know, are
a-
we,
Should we
you probably
have something on
won't need to again.
the,
Okay.
for later?
Because it'll be for the board. We did a ton of work. The benefit of a retreat is you have no distractions.
Mhm.
And it's solid, and you're always together for the entire time, so. We have a really good, I think we have a really
I
good
think it's really good.
plan with.
We actually have a finance facilities
And technology,
Hmm.
yes.
section,
Took
and
some
Wayne is
editorial
going to be
license.
blown away.
Mhm.
It's nothing like what Wayne will remember, but he's like, yeah, this looks great.
Oh, goodness. I
So,
like your imitation of
I know,
it.
right? Yeah.
He's my buddy, I miss him. So I'm gonna put that together, in a draft form, to send out to the SLT, because our next job is to look for redundancies and make sure that we don't have all this overlap.
Right.
There are gonna be some through lines in all 4
Right.
of the priority areas. So we want everyone to focus individually now, like where do they think it fits better? We did it as a group, everybody heard the comments, took their notes. Now it's, okay, what do I think? It comes back, that's the draft we bring to you.
Mhm.
But I'll send you what we've done already so that you
I'm just
give us
wondering,
credit for our progress.
Mhm.
I'm just wondering, because Sean is on that committee, if once we have the draft,
Mhm.
I mean, would it make sense to have us come back together? I mean,
Just
before
for
it comes
like
to the board?
finality.
If that's what you'd like to do as a board, I'm happy to do that. It wasn't the intention of
Right.
the process.
Yeah, I
Once
don't,
it
I
left
don't
the steering
want to make sure
committee-
that that's clear to Sean, I guess, then.
Mhm.
Yeah,
is my
and I mean,
question.
I have no problem with Sean, because we're
Yeah.
gonna be asking Sean to lay it out.
Right.
Right.
To lay it out and.
And
you
do
know,
it
as
the
a graphic
graphics,
design.
right.
I have no problem with
maybe
that. I have no problem with that at
We can
all.
invite him
Right.
to that meeting that
Actually,
we're
I'm
gonna,
quite pleased.
yeah,
Mhm.
we can
One, to
invite
be
him.
involved, and 2, to see what we've done.
Yeah.
So when we roll it out to the board, maybe
Yeah, just
invite him to
invite
that
him.
meeting.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
invite him to the board meeting.
All right,
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah, we'll do that for sure.
All right, tuition exploratory committee,
Haven't met.
wellness,
Haven't met.
Haven't met.
Winchester tuition agreement. We did that
Haven't-
thing.
I know, that is, do we still need that?
I don't know.
Cause we
The
have
tuition
it.
agreement, I mean,
We
we're
did the
gonna,
thing.
We still have tuition explorer.
Right.
Right, so we don't really
Yeah.
need the
Ongoing.
Winchester Hinsdale
'cause
tuition
we've done the
agreement.
agreement
'Cause
now,
check.
right?
And then some.
And
Right.
then some. So we can probably
take that
eliminate
one
that from
off.
next month,
Yeah.
You can.
for next
Cause we
month.
have tuition exploratory
Yeah.
still, so.
Okay, yay, we got rid of the committee.
Nice. I do have one item of interest for the board.
Mhm.
The Winchester School Board, some members have never been here.
Mhm.
So I invited them to have their next school board meeting here in this room
Okay.
on Thursday, September 4th.
Oh, cool.
What time?
That's at 6 PM. And so what we would like to do is prior to that meeting, or during, I think we said during that meeting, we'd like to secure a student or 2 to provide the board with a tour of the
Mhm.
middle high
Oh,
school.
good. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because some of them,
6 o'clock.
some of them were on the board when we did the tour.
I think Karen
before.
Jerome was, and I think Jacob Blake was. but I
Mhm, yeah,
don't
those are the
believe
only
Kristen,
two.
Amanda, or Rob.
Mhm, right,
Just a nice way, I think, to give them a chance to come
Mhm.
over,
Yeah.
spend some time in the school,
Mhm.
use this space. Our meetings are typically an hour and a half. Last week's was a little over 2.5 hours because it was the first of the summer. We had a
Yeah.
lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're welcome to, obviously, please come if you'd like. Don't feel like you have to, but it's just an interesting,
Yeah, that's
they're a
cool.
good group.
Mm,
They're a good board.
yeah, they are a good board.
It's nice work for 2 nice boards.
What are the chances, huh?
Rare, but, you know, listen to some of my colleagues. so.
Uh-huh. All right, do we have any citizen comments? Anybody online? I know, usually there's a little block up there.
I know.
Nope.
We're the only ones here.
Yep. All right,
So
so
no.
we need to go into non-public under, I don't have my cheat sheet.
We're gonna go under A and C, please.
I feel like that's what you usually is. I'll make a motion to go into non-public.
I'll second it.
Roll call, yes?
Yes.
We're in non-public. Do we need to shut the door?
No, because nobody's here.
Okay.
If we hear the door open,